So yesterday when I was ranting and raving, I was like, "Oh man, Mark, what's this energy for? What's this low vibration? You need to clean it up. You need to act right, and you need to get this." And the truth is, this low vibration or whatever comes from somebody who actually wants to attack. So back in December, basically, I'm gonna drop the story for y'all since y'all don't understand the story, so y'all don't understand the nature of the engagement. And so when y'all see me clap back, it's like, oh, he doing too much. So basically, back in December after the third reunion, um, Empress Radio went to my Instagram page and she picked back up on the van story. So after it was all cleared out and everything, she doubled down back on it 2 years later. So in 2019, I said I dated Van. Van said she didn't. My family knew I was gonna go ham, so it was like an apology issued, and we let it rest. So that being all squashed and everything, after the interview was done, Empress Radio went to my Instagram page and was like, I'm gonna make another video. Somebody who knew me tagged me, was like, go watch this. So I watched it and I was in her in the comments on the video like, no, that ain't the way it went. And I explained, so you could go look at her video and you could see I explained it. I was like, no, that's not the way it went. My name already been cleared. Everybody on the show kind of said what was it, but that's it. Boom, done. So after that, Empress Radio jumped in my DMs and she was like, hey, love, I would love to hear your side of the story. You can make a live on Facebook or YouTube and make it private. Send me the link and I'll share it on my page and you can say whatever you want. Guaranteed at least 20,000 views. And I'm like, so my response is thanks for that. I have nothing that needs to be leaked. What I will say is that my sister wrote an apology for me so that I wouldn't go ham. My family thought it was the best idea for all parties at the time. However, since y'all, the fans and media, can't seem to let it go, especially around book selling time, I'm going to do what I do. As for my brothers and their business with their wives and what they have or haven't done, I have nothing to say or to reveal. They and their spouses are happy. Happy holidays, be easy. She keeps coming back. So now I done just deaded it right there. I deaded it right there. I ain't got nothing to say. She comes back. I see there's no truth to the tape being out there somewhere. I said, publish what you wish. I've been down this road with Sade and Tony. So back in the day, we were new to the social media gig and everything. And so Tony Jenkins and some Sade from Straight No Chasers came out and, they came at me and I was putting it out there and I did the same thing. I was like, look, I don't got too much to say. I don't know what it is to say. I was like, whatever I got, I'm going to use for me if I ever need to use it to prove I ain't lying. But basically, bounce with it. I said, why would I give you something for nothing? I mean, not money or fame, but why would I give you my formula? I ain't known you 20 minutes. All I know, I know it's because I want to be relevant. Because I'm a clout chaser. So basically, you want me to come out here and drop all of this shit out because supposedly I'm looking for fame and I'm looking for clout. So I'm like, we good. I don't have nothing to say. It's just that I will provide what I have when it becomes necessary. And the necessary hasn't happened. So she comes back and she's like, what is there that you want, if not money or fame, that I can help you with? You said you want to change the narrative that's out there, and I'm just doing my job reporting on the stories related to the show. Well, I want the narrative to change. But when Funky Deneva and other people who actually woke up to it started putting out the truth, like, all right, we get it, Mark. You dated Van. She said you was a friend, but Van was out here really, what do you say? Funky Deneva says you was dropping it low and swinging it wide or buzzing it wide, whatever he said. So I went on Funky Deneva. So I was like, all right, cool, whatever. She said the fans wanted to know how you never saw a faithful man, and both of your brothers are married. Any comment to that? I said, yes. My brothers had relationships when they were young. My brothers had unhealthy relationships because they gave more time to their careers, educations, or sports, or whatever they did before they put their women first. I say cheating isn't always a person. More times than not, they are unfaithful and cheat because they're cheating you out of time. They're cheating you out of energy. They're cheating you out of that space. I said their mates, they're cheating your mates out of stuff like that, but men see it differently. They don't see that as cheating. Men don't think that you got another wife when you at your job 24 hours a day. Men don't think that, when you put more energy into watching football or doing that kind of stuff, that you are cheating. The other thing is, I've known my brothers a long time. So because a man isn't faithful, because a man is unfaithful early in his life, doesn't mean he's unfaithful late in his life. These are things that you learn as you go. You date two girls, you get caught, you be like, man, I ain't gonna do that shit again, or whatever the case. So the maturity, I've seen that, and so I've seen all men go through this. I've seen men go through this. So to try to take some things that I have in my context. Now this context isn't related to this show. This context is related to my podcast. I do a podcast called Brown Roots, and so on my podcast Brown Roots, I wake up really relative issues to everything. So she goes onto my page and takes my content, puts it to this narrative, and then it's like I'm snitching or diming on my brothers. So anyway, so she says, yes, that's true. I know a lot of unfaithful men. I understand what you meant now. Cool. I said, it's not a dig. It's a learning to balance a healthy relationship. She says, is there anything you would like to change? Are you a male mom still in communication, or anything that you want to say regarding that? I said, just like the van thing, I can be honest or I can be respectful. And at that point, I hadn't seen Funky Deneva's video and everything. And I was like, look, I can be honest, but if I'm honest, I may not be respectful. Or I can be respectful, but then I can't tell you the story. And so that's what that was. And so then, so she said, so you're trying to protect her reputation. I said, back then I was. Back then, before y'all kept coming at me, I was trying to protect her reputation. Like, okay, I don't want to call this lady a liar. I don't want to, make it out a liar. But if y'all going to keep drumming it up at me, then I'll say what I have to say, but I don't necessarily want to do that. I said I was at one point. The better question would be, should I defend myself at the cost of revealing her, or should I admit she lied in shame or guilt or whatever she did to protect her van so that my reputation is whole? So basically, should she admit it or should I reveal her? She should just admit it. But she didn't have to. Everybody saw through the bullshit. And so at that point, it's letting it go. So then she ends it from the viewing perspective, not knowing the whole story. It seems like she was not telling the whole truth and embarrassed. However, we believe something went down with you two. In my opinion, if you want to defend yourself, why protect someone else that would deny you at the expense of yourself? So basically, she was like, we know something happened. Why are you protecting her? She didn't care about you. Go ahead and ditch her. So basically, Empress Radio couldn't get me to drop the T, and she couldn't get me to, out van or, come out with all the stuff that I knew. And so she basically continues on to come at me with, or put derogative content out about me. She was following me on social media. And so what she would do is she would go in there, she would make it. And so if you look at a lot of the content on YouTube and a lot of the content that goes on concerning Mark Scott, is because Empress Radio was scarred because I didn't give her what she wanted. The narrative that Empress Radio is putting out is she puts out this information, she gives this information to other vloggers, and they're all going off of her narrative. And her narrative is bad because I didn't want to interview with her. It's sad, Empress. See, all that clapping, I was telling you I'm not the guy. I told you yesterday you thought I was mad and you thought I was angry. What I needed you to do yesterday, you did it. You doubled down on your dislike for me because I won't give you tea. You doubled down on it, and that's the facts. I'm sorry that you fell for the bait, but I told you yesterday, I'm a soldier. I said you got caught getting set up, and I screenshot. I'm Mark. I screenshot you not all day, every day. I got the screenshots of all your comments. So now I'm blocked, and now. So I'll show you this. I'll show you. See, now this is the whole text. But when you go to see her, when you go to see it now, I'm blocked. Wait, hold on. Let me get back to it. When you go to see it, you can't view the profile no more. You can't view the profile. You can't view the profile because you got caught. You got caught. She stopped following me and she blocked me because what happened was, and the real about the whole story between me and this particular vlogger is, she decided to come in my DMs. If I was clout chasing, I would have been in hers. She came in my DMs. I wouldn't give her what she wanted. She was upset. And so she's going to use that to say, oh, Mark's still clout chasing. Mark's still doing this. Mark got a nasty attitude. Mark is mentally unhealthy and all of this stuff. And even on your live yesterday, oh, let's play Big Bang. She's trying to find triggers that'll make me be out of character because she thinks she knows me. You don't know me. And I'm not going to say checkmate, but I want you to look at the board from my side.